Hello, gangers! It is me, your favorite Team Gang YouTuber, Longhaired Go 2000, and I'm back from my YouTube hiatus. Yay! And before anybody starts asking, no, I was not gone during COVID-19. This was actually before COVID-19 started, so I've been off since January 2nd. January 2nd, just so you guys know. And to celebrate my 5th anniversary, that's right, 5 years, people, I decided that since not a lot of my new and old gangers know the story about the Teen Gang, I will be telling you guys how the Teen Gang got started and of how many years that they've been around, which again has been 5. Count them, 5 years. So here we go. So I started the Teen Gang, like I said, 5 years ago when I was a child, when I used to play with 3 stuffed animals as a kid. It was a polar bear, a hop bunny, and a stuffed squirrel. And I named them Ginny, Polly, and Scrat. And yes, the Scrat from the movie Ice Age, just in case you all are wondering. And the Ginny part came from, because I was kind of also watching Harry Potter at that time too, so I named the bunny Ginny, and I saved her real name for another character that I came up with a few years later, and I gave Polly his name because Polly, polar bear, get it? And then I kind of grew out of the stuffed animal phase, but the inspiration for a new thing started arising, and I figured, you know, what if I made a group of furries who are heroes who save the world that can talk? So that's where the whole Teen Gang idea slowly started coming in. So the same characters were still there, Ginny, Scrat, and Polly, but instead of being the original animals they were, a squirrel, a bunny, and a bear, I made them into cats because I love cats so much. For those who probably do and do not know, I'm a big fan of cats. They're adorable, so if you have a cat, I really envy you right now. And then I started creating other characters such as Fluffy, which is where the Fluffy name comes in. So like I said before, the bunny's name was Fluffy, so I used her name and put it into my original cat character Fluffy that I created a few years later, and Fluffy became the little sister to Polly, and they both got ghost powers because at that time I was into Butch Hartman's cartoon show Danny Phantom, which he's doing a great job, by the way. And yeah, so I thought, you know, why not give these cats some powers and weapons? So I gave Scrat boomerangs because when I started coming up with Scrat's personality, I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is a wonderful series, by the way. For anyone who has not watched it, I suggest you check it out. And then Ginny's personality, I kind of mixed a little bit of myself, but a little bit of Katara, because to be honest, Katara reminded me a lot of Ginny at the time when I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I decided to kind of mix the personality of Ginny that I was coming up with the personality of Katara at the time. And so that's how that whole motherly big sister personality came together. And then Polly's personality is kind of a mix of Danny Phantom, a little bit of Harry Potter, and a little bit of Timmy Turner at the same time. So, and no, Polly does not have magical fairies, but he is very powerful. And then I started getting into the Sonic franchise, which is where Shadow comes in, because at that time I was really into Shadow, and I was like, oh my god, Shadow is so cool. So that's when I decided to add Shadow into the group, and now he's the leader of the Teen Gang. And then where Drag, the final character of the group, he was an inspiration from the characters Keith from Voltron Legendary Defender and Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, like I said before. So I kind of mixed those two personalities into one cat, dragon, cool, emo hybrid. And that's pretty much it. So that's the story of how the Teen Gang got made. And for anybody who wants to know the reason, well, it's because it's kind of like, I think of it as kind of like, this is going to sound like a weird analogy, but I think of it as like a soup, you know? I think of the Teen Gang as like a creative soup. Like you've got all your ingredients, then you've got the recipe, then you put it all together, and then poof, you make something great. And that's what I did. I made the Teen Gang, and it's great. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back for more videos. And I hope the new gangers and the old gangers really like this story. I hope you like what you heard. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. And I would like to give a big shout out to my mother who's off camera, who's been a big help to me today. And again, gangers, I'm so glad to be back. And I will be coming up with new videos pretty soon. So, I love you guys. You're awesome. And I can't wait to see you guys when I come back. Bye!